you're talking about hurt, and you're talking about people's feelings being hurt or someone's like core beliefs.
Right.
That's important, okay? And that's the level that we have to like talk about. I'm talking about people getting shot and killed. That's a different level of hurt.
Sure.
So when the president takes a bullet to the head, that's hurt. When Corey Compertor gets killed in front of his wife and children, that's hurt. When Charlie Kirk gets struck in the neck and killed, that's hurt. And millions of people see it. That's actual hurt. That's physical violence. When a church in Minneapolis gets shot up, right? And the children praying there are killed, that's hurt. When ICE facilities get shot up by snipers with anti-ICE iconography carved in the bullets, that's hurt. Right. We're seeing the actual physical bullets and the actual, death of generational leaders. Our president taking a bullet to the head.
Look, what happened to the president and every Democrat, including President Biden, Vice President Harris, condemned within hours the horrific assassination attempt at Butler. But you would agree that this violence has not been one-sided. What about, and I don't want to make it a whataboutism, but what about when Nancy Pelosi's husband, Paul Pelosi, was beaten with a hammer in his house? What about the assassination?
Hold on.
Let me just finish. What about the assassination?
That guy's kids describe him as a leftist. He lived in a trailer with a BLM sign.
The assassination in Minnesota.
Hold on.
What about Gretchen Whitmer and the governor and militias who captured her? What about the threat?
You're saying all these things, but you're not giving me you're casting these stuff. This happened to me on cable news the other night when they said, well, what about the Pulse nightclub shooting? That's right-wing violence. That was ISIS violence, bro. It's horrible to attack Paul Pelosi in his home. That was awful. I disavow that violence entirely.
Are you willing to criticize President Trump's reactions to John McCain, to Paul Pelosi, to the absence of condemnation when the Minnesota...
I'm not here to speak for the president. I'm here to speak for myself. And I respect the fact that you're speaking for yourself with Jay Jones.
Right.
But
I guess the point is that there's in this country, and I'm not saying that there aren't problems on our side. There's in this country a feeling that that violence has taken place against people on the left. I'm not saying that literally by someone on the right, but that the right, the leaders of the right, from the president on down, have not been as unequivocal in condemning that as they should be.
But come on, we both have like functional brain stems and eyeballs. You can see that the vast majority of the modern political violence is on the left. And what I'm saying right now is that the Democrats have a man who's running for the chief law enforcement position in Virginia. It's barely even been covered. And so that signals that it's appropriate. That's all. I don't want the signal that that's appropriate.
That's fine.
We can't tolerate this in society.